So today we're going to be learning the song Youth by the band Daughter. It's a fantastic song for developing both hands for fingerpicking guitar. What's great about it is we're only playing on the second, third and fifth strings, so we can really develop a strong right hand technique. And the essence of that technique is that the hand doesn't move, just the fingers move as we play. And we're going to anchor in the ring finger to do that. And it also uses these 10th chord shapes, which are the basis of so much fingerstyle guitar that we're going to play. So this song can be seen as a kind of an exercise, setting us up and preparing the technique for so many other songs that we're going to learn along the way. So let's start with a right hand pattern. What we're going to do to begin with is we're going to take these three fingers, the index, the middle and the ring, we're going to put them on their home strings. So the index finger is going to sit on the third string, or the G string, the middle finger on the second string, or the B string, and the ring finger on the first string. And the ring finger is actually not going to play, we're just going to use it as an anchor. So you can practice keeping it there and moving your hand and just feel that your ring finger is anchoring you in there the whole time. And the thumb's going to be on the fifth string. And actually all the action in this song happens on the second, the third and the fifth string. Now let's have a look at the pattern. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing thumb and then index and then thumb and then middle. So in strings, that's string 5, string 3, string 5 again, and string 2. And now I'll just do that a little bit smoother and repeat it a few times. Thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle. If we have a quick look at the technique, you can see that my hand's staying really still. My thumb is out in front of those two fingers, and I'm just moving the fingers when I play. This ring finger is anchoring me in there, so the hand is super still, and all the action is just in the fingers. That's going to give us a lot of freedom and actually help to play really fast and accurate and really get anchored in and get a very good feeling for the guitar, which is going to help us in so many other songs, not just this one. So let's have another look at that pattern now from the point of view of counting. What we're doing is we're playing eighth notes. So there are 8 notes in a bar. And the way to count that is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I suggest learning to count it from the very beginning. So as you're learning to play it, you're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and as I'm playing it, I'm just checking in that I'm relaxed. My shoulders are relaxed, my hands relaxed, my arms relaxed, even my hips and legs are relaxed. You don't want any tension building up. You want it to just become super easy. 3 and 4 and. So now let's have a look at the left hand shapes. As I mentioned, these are tenths. So they're chords which just use 2 fingers. The first one, we're going to put the middle finger, finger 2, on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. And we're going to put the baby finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. The entire way through we don't have any finger on the 3rd string, although we play the 3rd string. That's called a pedal note. It's just one note that stays the same for the whole song. Doesn't matter which chord we're playing. So the first chord, finger 2 on fret 2 of string 5, and finger 4 on fret 3 of string 2. And as we play the pattern, we hear that chord sounds like this. So we're going to just call that chord 1 for now. Now we're going to keep the baby finger on the 2nd string as we move to chord 2. We're going to slide it up to the 5th fret. And now we're going to play with finger 1 on the 5th string on the 3rd fret. So the baby finger slides up to the 5th fret and finger 1 comes down to play the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Then once again the baby finger is going to slide up, in this case to the 8th fret. And we're going to have the second finger on the 7th fret. And that's chord 3. And then for chord 4, the baby finger is going to slide back 1 fret to the 7th fret. And once again, we're going to change to the 1st finger on the 5th fret. So to start with, what I'd suggest is just practicing those chords by plucking the 3 strings. So we're going to pluck the 3 strings. We're not going to play the pattern. We just pluck the 5th, 3rd, and 2nd string all together. And what's great to do is to just give them a little squeeze and just release. So you can practice that pluck. And this is something that gets used in the song when transitioning from the verse to the chorus. Now we're going to add the chords. So we've got chord 1, baby finger up to fret 5, 1st finger on fret 3 of the 5th string, baby finger up to fret 8, 2nd finger on the 7th fret, and baby finger back to fret 7 and the 1st finger on the 5th fret. And to start with, you can take that really slow, maybe even plucking each chord 4 times. Really get used to playing the chord and sliding up with the baby finger and adjusting the shape. And remember, the thumb slides as well. So the thumb is always behind the fingers that are playing to support them. Sliding up to the 8th and the 7th fret. And then the baby finger back to the 7th fret and changing shape once more. Now we can add the pattern. So we take that really slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and that's the pattern that's used for most of the song, so most of the verse and the chorus. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and what you'll notice on the recording is the high note, the finger 4 note, the pinky note, is played louder and used to kind of slide between the chords to create a melody. You'll notice in the transitions, instead of playing the pattern with the right hand, what we do is we pluck the chords. It's exactly how we practice them. We pluck each chord for 4 counts. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a great way just to practice the chords as well. So we just simplify the right hand and just focus on the left hand. And when you're playing it yourself, you can actually mix it up, because you could play the pattern and then pluck the chords however you liked. In the third section of the song, there's one more pattern which uses the same chords but in a different order. So it starts on the 3rd chord, and this one comes for 1.5 bars. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. So it's for the first time we don't have 4 even bars. We have this chord for 1.5 bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Then we change to the 1st chord of the song, 3 and 4 and. We change to the 2nd chord of the song, 2 and 3 and 4 and to the last chord of the song. So again, it's chord 3, chord 2, why it's so great to learn to count it as you play, because you can time that transition perfectly. So I'm just going to count us through it once. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and